Did you know that nearly 1 in 20 elderly individuals struggle with hoarding? It's a hidden issue that can lead to serious health and safety hazards. But how can you step in without overstepping? Dealing with elderly hoarding is a sensitive and often challenging issue that many caregivers and family members face. As our loved ones age, they may develop a strong attachment to their belongings, leading to a cluttered and potentially hazardous living environment. Understanding the reasons behind hoarding and implementing strategies to manage it can significantly improve the quality of life for elderly individuals and their families. This video will explore effective strategies to address elderly hoarding compassionately and efficiently. Understanding elderly hoarding, causes and psychological factors. Elderly hoarding often stems from a complex mix of emotional, psychological, and situational factors. As individuals age, they may develop a deep emotional attachment to their belongings, associating them with personal memories and significant life events. The fear of losing these cherished memories can make it difficult to discard items. Mental health conditions such as obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, depression or anxiety can exacerbate hoarding tendencies. Additionally, cognitive decline and dementia can impair one's ability to make decisions about what to keep or discard. Social isolation and loneliness might also drive elderly individuals to accumulate items as a source of comfort and security. Understanding these underlying causes is crucial in approaching hoarding behavior. Addressing the root psychological issues goes hand in hand with practical decluttering strategies to ensure long-term success and improve well-being for the elderly person involved. Risks of hoarding in the elderly. Hoarding poses significant physical, emotional, and social risks, particularly for the elderly. Physically, a cluttered environment increases the risk of falls, which can result in serious injuries or even fatalities. Accumulated items can also create fire hazards and obstruct emergency exits, endangering the individual's safety. From a health perspective, excessive clutter can lead to unsanitary conditions, attracting pests, and increasing the chances of infections and diseases. Socially, hoarding can lead to isolation as the individual may feel too embarrassed to invite friends or family over, resulting in loneliness and further exacerbating mental health issues. The clutter also makes it difficult to maintain daily activities such as cooking, cleaning, and personal hygiene, severely impacting their quality of life. Recognizing these risks underscores the importance of addressing hoarding behavior through supportive and compassionate interventions. Identifying hoarding behavior. Signs to look for. Identifying hoarding behavior involves observing several key signs and symptoms. One of the most obvious indicators is the excessive accumulation of items that may seem useless or of little value to others. These items often clutter living spaces to the point where rooms cannot be used for their intended purposes. For example, a bed covered with piles of clothes, or a kitchen counter buried under stacks of unopened mail. The individual may exhibit difficulty discarding items, regardless of their practicality or condition, often justifying the need to keep them for sentimental reasons or perceived future use. Frequent arguments or defensiveness about the state of their living space is another red flag. Additionally, emotional signs such as anxiety, distress, or indecision when attempting to part with possessions are indicative of hoarding behavior. Recognizing these signs is the first step to offering appropriate support and intervention. Approaching the topic. Approaching an elderly individual about their hoarding behavior requires sensitivity and empathy. Start by choosing a calm and private setting for the conversation, ensuring they feel safe and respected. Initiate a discussion without judgment, using I statements to express concern rather than blame. For example, say, "I'm worried about your safety with all the items around," instead of "you have too much junk." Listen actively to their concerns and reasons for keeping items, validating their feelings to build trust. Highlight the potential risks of hoarding, such as falls or health hazards, and discuss the benefits of decluttering, like enhanced safety and a more comfortable living environment. Offer to help with the process in small, manageable steps and emphasize that the goal is to improve their well-being, not to strip away their belongings. Patience and compassion are essential in fostering cooperation and initiating positive change. Strategies for managing hoarding. Building a trusting relationship. Establishing a trusting relationship with an elderly individual dealing with hoarding is foundational for successful intervention. Start by engaging in frequent positive interactions that are unrelated to their hoarding behavior. Visit regularly, spend time together doing activities they enjoy, and genuinely express interest in their life and stories. This helps build rapport and reassures them that your intentions are supportive, not intrusive. Avoid criticizing their living conditions. Instead, show understanding and empathy for their attachment to their belongings. Be patient and allow them to move at their own pace, celebrating small steps towards decluttering without pushing too hard. This approach reduces their defensiveness and increases their openness to change. By creating a consistent, positive presence in their life, you foster trust, making it easier to introduce and implement strategies to manage their hoarding behavior over time. Creating a plan. Creating a structured and compassionate plan is essential for managing hoarding behavior effectively. Start by setting clear, realistic goals to avoid overwhelming the individual. Break down the decluttering process into manageable steps, focusing on one room or area at a time. Allow them to have control over deciding what to keep, donate, or discard while providing gentle guidance and support. Develop a timeline with specific milestones to measure progress and maintain motivation. Include breaks and downtime to prevent fatigue and stress. Prioritize areas that pose the most significant hazards, such as pathways and entrances, to enhance immediate safety. Use visual aids like checklists or before and after photos to illustrate the benefits of decluttering. Schedule regular reviews to adjust the plan as needed, ensuring it remains achievable and aligned with their comfort level. Involve them in organizing the retained items in a functional and accessible manner, utilizing storage solutions to maintain a clutter-free environment. A well-organized plan, rooted in empathy and collaboration, paves the way for sustained improvements in their living conditions and overall well-being. Involving professional help. In many cases, involving professional help is an essential component of addressing elderly hoarding effectively. Licensed therapists, especially those specializing in hoarding behaviors, can provide valuable psychological support and treatment. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is often effective in addressing the underlying causes of hoarding, helping individuals challenge and change their thought patterns about possessions. Professional organizers offer practical, hands-on assistance in sorting and decluttering spaces, often using structured methods tailored to individual needs. Social workers can connect the elderly with community resources, such as support groups, financial assistance, and health services. Engaging with geriatric care managers can also ensure that the unique needs of elderly individuals are met holistically. Look for professionals with experience in compassionate and respectful approaches tailored to the elderly. Their expertise can significantly enhance the efficacy of your efforts, providing a balanced combination of emotional support and practical strategies to manage hoarding behavior. Implementing practical solutions. Implementing practical solutions is crucial for making and sustaining progress in managing hoarding. Start by organizing items into categories: peak, donate, discard, to streamline the decision-making process. Use labels and transparent containers to store possessions neatly, ensuring accessibility and visibility. Establish clear zones for specific items to maintain order and reduce clutter. Schedule regular cleanup sessions, turning decluttering into a routine practice rather than a one-time event. Incorporate positive reinforcement, praising the individual for each small achievement to build confidence and motivation. Introduce adaptive aids, if necessary, like grab bars and ramps, to enhance safety while navigating cluttered spaces. Engaging external services, such as jump removal or donation pickup, can also ease the process. Encourage involvement in community recycling programs to give a sense of purpose and environmental responsibility. Implementing these practical strategies creates a more organized and safe living environment, promoting sustained well-being for the elderly individual. Legal and ethical considerations. Navigating legal and ethical considerations is integral when dealing with elderly hoarding. It's crucial to balance care and intervention with respect for the individual's autonomy and rights. Understand the legal rights of the elderly regarding their living conditions and possessions. In cases where hoarding poses significant health or safety risks, it may be necessary to involve adult protective services, but this should be done with their best interests in mind. Ensure informed consent is obtained before making any significant changes to their living environment or involving professional services. Be aware of potential conflicts of interest and maintain transparency with the elderly individual and their family members. Additionally, consider the ethical implications of your actions, always striving to act in a manner that preserves your dignity and personal agency. Respecting their preferences and involving them in decision-making fosters a collaborative and respectful approach to managing their hoarding behavior. Long-term maintenance and support. Establishing a routine. Establishing a consistent routine is essential for the long-term maintenance of an organized living environment. Regularly scheduled cleanup sessions, such as weekly or monthly tidying up, help prevent the reaccumulation of clutter. Develop a calendar system to track these sessions and stick to it diligently. Incorporate daily habits that promote tidiness, like designating a specific time each day for small organizational tasks. Use checklists to keep track of chores and ensure all tasks are completed systematically. Engage the elderly individual in these routines, making them feel responsible and empowered in maintaining their space. Routine activities also provide a sense of structure and predictability, which can be especially beneficial for those with cognitive issues. Using reminders and prompts, such as notes or alarms, can aid in establishing these habits. A consistent routine helps maintain the progress achieved and fosters a clutter-free, safe, and comfortable living environment. Continuous emotional support. Continuous emotional support is vital in sustaining the progress made in managing hoarding behavior. Regularly check in on the elderly individual, not just to monitor the physical state of their living space, but to provide emotional reassurance and companionship. Engage in meaningful conversations, listen to their concerns, and offer empathy and encouragement. Address their emotional needs by facilitating counseling sessions if needed, helping them cope with underlying mental health issues. Encourage them to develop and pursue hobbies and social activities, reducing isolation and providing positive distractions from hoarding tendencies. Celebrate milestones together, no matter how small, to build their confidence and reinforce positive behavior. Develop a network of family members, friends, and community volunteers who can provide ongoing support and reduce the burden on any single individual. Financial and resource management. Financial and resource management plays a crucial role in addressing the roots and symptoms of hoarding. Start by assisting the elderly person in organizing their financial documents, bills, and important paperwork. Implement a system for tracking expenses, paying bills on time, and reducing financial clutter, which often accompanies hoarding behaviors. Introduce them to budgeting techniques and financial planning resources to help them manage their money more effectively. Simplify their financial environment by switching to electronic statements and bill payments, reducing the physical paper clutter. Connect them with community resources such as financial advisors or social workers specializing in elderly care to provide further support. Additionally, look into local programs offering assistance with home maintenance, transportation, and healthcare services. Thank you for taking the time to learn about how we can improve the quality of life for our elderly. As the national certifying organization for caregivers, the American Caregiver Association is committed to certifying caregivers and providing you with practical advice that can make a positive impact on your life and the lives of those you care about. If you enjoyed this content and found it valuable, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your network. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful guides and tips on important topics like this. Thanks for watching.